What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages?
What's going on?
We're back over here. This is Your Pal Al Live. It's basically the official name now.
Does anyone else feel like the Brady Bunch? Like we're just staring at each other? Like, oh, hi.
Here's a story
of a man named Robe.
It's the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Of a man named Robe.
You got to point in the right direction. And I don't know what corner oh, damn it, Robe.
Right.
You all right?
Yeah.
I feel like we just need to stick Alice in the middle and we'll be all right.
I'm all right.
I've wanted to stick Alice in the middle for years.
Okay. We're getting off to a good start.
All right, whoa.
Hey.
I meant I wanted a maid.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
That costs extra.
You what? Yeah.
I don't know what you're...
I don't know.
Oh.
Talking about...
Things happening.
Got Sam the Butcher over here.
I'll try not to die during the broadcast.
Please don't.
If you don't know who we got on here, I'd like to introduce everybody, if I could.
Yes.
All right. We have Pyro from Pyro of the Caribbean. You may have seen his channel before on YouTube. If you haven't,
legendary. Although we've never invited him to club level. Legendary.
Yes, but that's all going to change soon.
That's February.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. So things are going to happen. Yes. And speaking of that, which we will get into later.
If I make it, right?
Yeah, you're going to live.
If I make it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to live.
But I mean, I'll be 100%. Like I don't have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the antibodies. Like, do people get sick right after they're sick?
Not really.
Never.
Lightning never strikes twice in the same place.
Like, I mean,
Al, that's a complete lie. That is not true.
Yeah, because I'm
lie I like to live by.
I'm living
not
proof
true.
that
I'm not a doctor. I can't really answer that.
Not right away. Right away. Yeah.
This is round 2 for me, dude. So yeah.
Do you have it, Robe? Do you have?
I don't know. I'm finding out in a little bit.
Well, I hope you feel better. Al, how are you feeling?
I feel fine. I feel great. I mean, I'm slowly coming back and getting back in order now. So
yeah.
So
it was just a flu, right, Al? Just a flu.
Yeah. I found out that it was just a really bad flu that's going around. There's also a flu going around, and there's also something called Flurona, which is the really bad flu that's going around, and COVID, and some people are getting both at the same time. Yeah. I did some research on that.
That's the drink that I just ordered. Here at the Tiki Bar. It's
called. Oh, you did?
The Flurona.
You did? Oh, that's good.
Wow.
He's got the Flurona.
That's where it started. Pyle is patient zero of Flurona, apparently.
Ooh. Yeah, some people are getting both, and I feel for them. Holy crap, that would suck. But no, I was fortunate enough just to get the flu, and I'm getting back now, and so yeah, I never lost my sense of taste and smell this time around, and I didn't, I didn't have no chest problems going on. So
I haven't. That's the thing with me too. I haven't lost my taste or smell. So. Yeah. But they say the Omicron, that one you don't lose it.
Yeah.
So.
And
this one's a lot more mild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as long as you've had something before.
I'll be honest.
If you had something before, it's like no.
Pyro, if I have it right now, I would not call the symptoms that I've been having these past couple of days mild. Would not use that word.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's not a word I would use. With this, I would say
I'm sorry you're going through that. That's
like the fever. The fever gets pretty bad. And the sore throat and the snots.
You got lower GI problems.
Unforgiving. It's relentless, huh?
Lower GI problems.
No.
Okay,
but
good because
I wouldn't know because I always do. And I love the way you politically correctly said blowing your ass out.
Lower GI.
I love that. I would have said, have you been blowing your ass out? You know what I'm saying?
You can say that. I'm
Right.
going to say lower GI problems.
All right.
You can use any terminology
have,
is accepted here
about
on Your Pal
7:30 a.m. every morning. I have lower GI problems.
Well, that's just goes with our ages.
Yeah, but
I heard it gets better as you get older.
well, the fact that it's on a schedule, is good, right?
Yeah,
We know way too much about each other.
we really do.
Yeah.
This conversation is
Part of
going to be
being buddies, though.
lower GI problem.
I'm learning so much more than I thought I would. I don't know how I
How
feel
old
about
are
that.
you, Jack? I thought you were our age.
I'm 37.
37.
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Wow.
That's true.
I'm 15.
Puberty
I
came early
can't-
for Al.
Al, I legally can't be in this video anymore. I'm
In
sorry.
accordance with Megan's law.
I legally can't be in it.
You okay
No,
there, Rob?
but
Al's killing me.
Easy, Robe.
okay, so Rich is getting upset. He wants to talk about Boba
I'm
Fett.
10
He
years
didn't come here for
older
this.
than you, Jack.
Apparently.
I feel
didn't
so
come
much
here for
better
this.
about myself now. Thank you.
I don't know how to take that.
So
You're my friend, Jack. You're my friend.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
That's how we're gonna.
He's got wisdom. He's got wisdom in his whiskers there.
I thought you were going to say 37. You look like you're 53. Go kill yourself.
Nah, Jack, you look good.
Oh hell no!
I saw that thing you wrote about the old lady there that was telling you don't look like a rocker or whatever.
That was just some.
You know what you should have said to her? Oh yeah, you don't look like a broad. How about that?
Hey,
That's
I
what I-
said something to that effect.
I didn't see that.
Hey,
Where'd you post that?
What's
It's
the
a long
word?
story.
When I don't feel good, I'm very what's it called? Like standoffish,
Hmm.
Like I'm quick. And if I was
Rich,
with you,
Rich had a very good question about the Wookiee in Book of Boba Fett, and once we get to that,
well, he's moving too fast. We haven't even started up with that conversation yet. All right.
I did some research as to who that guy is, and it sounds pretty interesting. But we can get into that later when we get to that point.
You guys do your Boba Fett. Go ahead. I'm gonna hang back till you're done with it because I don't watch such things. I'm a trick.
Okay.
Dude, you're missing out, Pyro.
But I'm not going off. I'm just saying I can't contribute right now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that's fine.
well, this
we're
is
gonna
the
have it
We
spoiled.
paid
Here's
for
the
Disney
thing.
Plus. I should probably take advantage of it, but life.
But like
fair.
you said, no, but like you said too, Pyro, you're a Trekkie, and see that's why I wanted to have other people's ideas about stuff like that. And
Yeah. I
and
mean,
everything.
if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. No big
So
deal.
it's good to have somebody here that isn't a diehard fan or isn't anything like that, and we can get some good, honest feedback on what we all think.
And let me say this though: being a Trekkie doesn't mean I'm anti Star Wars. Either.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And that's not what I mean at all. I just
Right.
mean I'm not invested.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Because I like sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
I also like fantasy,
Mhm.
which is bro. He's doing great.
What do you think about the land?
What do I think about? At the
At
studios.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd watch my videos, you'd know. But
Of
whatever.
course.
Hot take. All right. Pyro's heating up. Spicy.
Yeah, well, I just say I thought it was. I think the land's amazing. I thought the ride was amazing.
Yeah.
And by the ride, I mean Rise of the Resistance. It blew my mind. It's technically the best ride I've ever been on in my life. It
I agree.
was amazing.
I agree. Yeah.
So it's not like Luke Skywalker. Fuck you. Screw you. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We get 6 of them.
Not that
So
at
don't
all.
worry.
I'm just not into it as much. Is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I like
fair.
sci-fi more than I like fantasy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, totally cool.
So,
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I'm going to share a couple of screenshots real quick of some things from over at our friends at GameRant.com. They posted this here and all about episode 2. So don't worry, Pyro. If you don't know nothing about it, I got visual aids. So, it'll help you along. But I especially like this episode. I really did like the fact that we're learning more about what happened before he showed up in The Mandalorian, as opposed to, continuing on the storyline of the whole thing. And how he's been, working with the Tuscan Raiders and all that. And it's interesting. What do you guys think, like, so far?
I think it's the greatest show ever.
Really?
Yeah. I watched episode 2, and I never do this, Al. Never, ever do I do this. I had to watch that episode twice.
You did?
Yes.
Twice? Wow. Okay.
Like, that's how good it is. I'd probably watch it a third time.
Yeah,
it was like watching an old school Star Wars movie, man. It had everything, everything other than Luke Skywalker. It was everything,
Yeah.
man. Why do they call them the Tuscan Raiders? We call them Sand People. Why don't we call them Sand People anymore? Is that politically incorrect?
Politically incorrect.
I don't know. Well, I mean, apparently the Tuscan Raiders is what they are actually.
No, I know that. I know they even had that name back in the day. But I don't know. I guess it was like what do they call that? Like we call them Sand People. Like
they're Italian.
They're Italian.
They are, yeah.
They're
right next to the Sicilian Raiders.
Wait, Tuscany is France?
No, that's
not Italy. It is Italy. Yeah, no, I nailed it. Sorry.
All right.
I'm going to shut up now. Sorry.
But anyway, so yeah, no, it was interesting with the train, and we got a glimpse at the twins of Jabba, the
Yeah,
Hutts.
they were Jabba's two cousins.
Twin Hunt, yeah. And then of course what we're talking about here, what Rich has been saying, is with
the assassin Chewbacca.
the Wookiee, yeah. He's been in a couple of things. Jack, we were talking about this a little while ago too, I believe.
That character could have his own show.
Yes, his name is Blackchrysanton, and
Yes.
I didn't know anything about this guy until I did a little research online. Apparently, he's been a bounty hunter who's worked for Jabba for plenty of years, and in the comics, there was a story in which he kidnapped Owen Lars, and then actually to lure out Ben Kenobi, because apparently Obi-Wan, they didn't know who he was, but Jabba knew that somebody was messing with like the pirates who were or like the Tuscans or whoever the bounty hunters were that were stealing from moisture farms. And so Obi-Wan was trying to protect them, making sure they didn't, get to a young Luke or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So he put a bounty out on Obi-Wan, and and Blackchrysanton was ended up fighting Obi-Wan in that particular thing, and he's been in a couple of the comics like recent years, and like I think there was one where he actually fought Chewie. So apparently this character has been around for a little while. Apparently Obi-Wan was the one who gave him that scar on his eye.
Oh, really?
So there are a couple videos around talking about what he's been up to in the comics. So with the Obi-Wan series coming out, I don't know if we'll see him and Obi-Wan fight, if it'll be the same in the comics. They might do something different with it, but apparently this character has like a big history in the expanded universe. So I didn't know anything about him either.
I got a couple of questions. So Blackchrysanton is a Wookiee?
Yes.
Okay. So the one in the thumbnail that it has the dark coloring?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But he is also a assassin?
A bounty hunter, yeah.
A bounty hunter, like Boba Fett, right? Boba Fett is a bounty hunter.
Right.
Right? Okay. So, and you just said in the canon, I'm guessing, right? With the comics and stuff, he's been around before. He is come across our favorite Wookiee, right? You
apparently, yeah. I don't know the details of it, but apparently they have met at some point.
Okay. He looks super cool, by the way. He's like the angriest dog I've ever seen before. I mean, like he looks super cool.
That is a pissed off dog, let me tell you.
Yeah, no, I'm not like really that. He looks like an older, like a little yap dog, right? But the older one that is. You come in the house and they're gonna F you up.
Bite your ass.
Yeah. It's super cool. But I'm just trying to follow along from the outside. That's all.
I like his armor and stuff though. Like he looks evil, dude. He looks like he's ready to throw down.
He's ready to throw down.
Yeah, apparently Boba called him a gladiator, and according to what I found out, like before he became a bounty hunter, he was an actual gladiator. He was a slave and supposed to like compete in like a gladiator type arena before he broke out and became a bounty hunter.
That's awesome.
Whoa.
That's crazy. That's
Boba,
crazy.
No. We're talking about big fat guy right there. Right?
Oh,
the big slug?
The Hutts? Yeah.
The Hutts.
Yeah, these are the Hutts. These are the twins.
Apparently they are Jabba's two cousins.
Jabba. Yeah, said to be Jabba's cousins. Yeah, their trip to Tatooine was delayed.
They're trying to lay claim over the territory, and Boba wasn't having it.
I wonder if they tried to put
I
wonder if they tried to put a hit out on Princess Leia at any time because she killed Jabba.
Right. Would make sense.
Now, is this pre or post that?
This is
after.
Because I watched the original movies, right?
Way back in the day. Guy.
Right? Back in the day.
This is this takes place about 6 to 7 years after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I can follow along with that. The new stuff, I was like, but growing up, I saw those.
Pyro, the new stuff is crap compared to this show. But between the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, like you can't even base any of the new movies on this. Like this is making every Star Wars fan be like, why couldn't we have the movies like this? You know what I'm saying? Where it's actually storytelling and crazy stuff going on.
Oh, it's a good tale. Good tale going on. It's not about the special effects. It's about the story.
Well, but then they got the special effects on top of it. Like it's just everything. It's like Star Wars, man. It's good. It's good stuff.
Hey, Al, hold right there.
Right here
on that picture.
Okay.
So that is a Star Trek uniform that is put on that guy for some reason.
It looks like
I am super confused. I don't know what's going on.
Very Star Trek.
It does look like
that's what's happening right now.
Looks like you just got out of
Listen.
I don't know what is happening.
Listen, can you hear it?
Crossover.
Can you hear it?
Crossover.
Can you guys hear it? Listen, if you listen really closely, can you hear it?
I'm just saying, dude.
Looks like he,
that is a Star Trek uniform on that person.
It looks like he's a crew member on Deep Space Nine.
He does. like he's gonna sell us drinks actually at the bar. Exactly. You know.
Yeah.
So
he's the Isaac from the Love Boat.
Who are these guys? Who are these guys, Jack?
Apparently, the Pike Syndicate. Did you see the Han Solo movie?
Yes.
That's
who has
Jack is like an aficionado of freaking Star Wars.
That's why I like to have him here because he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Star Wars.
Everything. I love
it.
I love it because I'm not poking fun at you, Jack. I'm being serious like that. I love having a friend that knows, the business when it comes to something I like watching.
Yeah,
Bro, you said aficionado. You didn't say nerd.
I know, but everybody
you don't have to explain.
Even everybody
that would
because of the way I am, everybody thinks even when I talk nice, they think I'm taking a shot at them, and I'm being
I didn't think you were.
Okay,
but,
good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I only know this just from like YouTube videos and just connecting the dots. The Pike Syndicate, that was the organization from the Solo movie, where Han and Chewie were trying to infiltrate, and his girlfriend Kira ended up taking it over at the end of that movie, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay.
Karen Knightley.
Emilia Clarke.
Oh, you said Kira, and I immediately.
Oh yeah, no, her name in the movie was Kira.
Yeah.
I'm a big Pirates fan.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
But the spice trading, how they tied that in.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you, Jack. Not you. We call the monkey Jack.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a great pirate reference.
Good callback.
So who is the Pike? So the Pike Syndicate on Solo, you were saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're basically just a big like underground organization. I guess they're smuggling spice, which I'm not sure exactly what the spice is. I think like it's like this valuable substance that they're transporting. I don't know if it's like goes into drugs or what it is, but
I think it is. I think it's drugs.
I think it might be drugs. I remember something about spice in other shows, but
because the good guys sure seem to be against it, so it's got to be drugs, right?
Well, I remember in the original movies, 3PO would be like complaining. He's like, "Oh, we'll be sent to the spice mines in Kessel. We'll be melted down and this and that." So
there you go. That's where
it
I was
definitely has a long history in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess these are spices that are mined from the Kessel Run, I guess.
Yep.
And of
they're
course smuggling it in these trains across Tatooine.
And I'm sure these guys have something to do with that too, because they
definitely
they have a lot of dealings in shady shady
where are the Hutts from?
They're from they're from another planet called Nal Hutta.
Yes.
I guess that's the name of their planet, but they're a big like crime family. They're basically the mafia of the Star Wars universe.
And I got that from Jabba years ago, right?
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
But I wanted to know where, because they're not from Tatooine. No. They're not from some desert planet because they're big, juicy slugs.
Yeah.
So you need a lot of moisture.
They're kind of like the kingpins of the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Or Harvey Weinstein.
Or Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. Well, no, they're just similar in looks.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah, and the way they act, but yeah. But I know that laugh. But yes, that's. But yes, so they're in a lot of debauchery. Okay, that word's used a lot too, actually. But
I just knew they weren't from that planet. I wanted to know where they were from. That's all I was asking, because I do pay attention.
They just have a lot of, syndicates on Tatooine.
Yeah, like Tatooine. That's in like the back. It's sort of like a backwoods planet. It's in the outer rim, which is like kind of outside where the Empire used to be. So it's like it's remote enough where they can kind of get away with stuff.
Okay.
Like they basically run the planet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I love it in the episode. This gentleman right here says, my sister, would rather kill you, basically, and then he, Boba Fett kind of like tells him, no, that's not going to happen here. Sorry, and I own this whole place. I'm laying it down in layman's terms for everybody out there. And then and I love how they kind of just flip their role at that point. They're just kind of like, yeah, all right, you're right. We're just going to move on and get the heck out of here. We'll see you later, but we're going to talk about this later, though.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So very interesting on that, too. And it's making me want to know what's going to happen next, as far as that goes on.
Yeah, like I apparently there's some sort of like honor code that's preventing them from just having it out with them right in the street. Maybe there's maybe there's some sort of protocol they're trying to follow. I don't know.
supplements.
Remember he said remember she said they were untouchable, like you can't mess with them.
Right.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird. Yeah. She even said she wished.
Like you have to get permission to mess with them or something.
Yeah.
Permission from who? The Emperor? The Empire? Like what? I don't know. Weird.
Permission to kill them. Too.
Maybe the Pike Syndicate.
Yeah. She said permission to kill them.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was from this guy right here, which happens to be the
mayor.
The mayor here.
Well, they could also need permission from the Pike Syndicate.
Most likely. I mean, it's a lot of factions that are involved with this whole thing, and that's what's cool. It's because we're experiencing a part of Star Wars that was always the backstory of Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, and now I
yeah.
love how they're just bringing it to full. You know, right in front of us now. They're trying to show us exactly what that backstory is now, and who all these people are, and what kind of roles they had in the galaxy. You know, as it was, but yeah, this is cool. I mean, this is very interesting. What's going on? The train scene was amazing.
I love that the governor is a hammerhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do they call them? Because they were around at the beginning too. Those guys.
We call them hammerheads. I
don't know if I have. Yeah, I don't know if I have a picture.
They said the name of the species was Ithorians.
Ithorians, okay.
But yeah, we've seen a couple like characters of that species here and there, just in the background.
Yeah.
There might have been like a Jedi Knight one of them might have been a Jedi at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any pictures of that, but I mean, it's.
And I get that. Like seriously, being a Trekkie, you got to keep up with the species that are introduced. And,
see, I don't. I just watch. I'm gonna watch.
You're like whatever.
Chris from Addie's Family Adventures is here. We're gonna bring him in too. Actually,
okay.
All right.
Stop this.
How do you do that?
Just
like that.
Chris.
There he is. There's the man.
All right. So they believe that the Ithorian, that is the mayor, is the same Ithorian that you've seen in the cantina scene in A New Hope.
Whoa, same guy?
Yeah, they believe that he's moved up through the ranks and became mayor.
Are you sure? Because I had an action figure of that guy.
I know
he was a lot browner.
His name was Momon
like I said,
Naden. He was a spy for the Alliance.
This is just coming from theories from people who does the Star Wars, the Star Wars community.
Hold on, Chris. Chris, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm all right. All right, you were
saying. Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Robe is sort of our crime lord that we all answer to.
But Ithorians are supposed to be very peaceful. They actually live on a planet sort of like Kashyyyk, where the Wookiees come from, where it's a very forest-like area, and they're very religious.
Yeah.
So
the hammerhead.
Yes.
Makes sense. They're hammerhead.
Well, you just taught me something. So the
I like how they poke out of the side of their head. It's kind of like Al. You know what
Wookiees are very religious?
No, not Wookiees, Ithorians. That's what the hammerheads are called.
The hammerhead guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm sorry. I got confused because I think you said they come from
a forest like planet like Kashyyyk, like this, where the Wookiees come from.
Okay.
So,
but they're very.
Yeah, they're very spiritual, religious, whatever you want to say. That's how the Ithorians are. And you asked if there was an Ithorian Jedi. There was an Ithorian Jedi. There was.
I thought I saw one.
Jack knew it. I'm only asking because I'm trying to tie it into what I know from my Star Trek stuff, right?
Right.
So there are certain species that are very religious and very tied in, especially in Deep Space Nine and stuff. And it helps you understand their motives and who they are, and which will help me with these different species. That's why I'm asking that question. Right.
But because they're not spiritual does not mean that they do not work within like the underground, the black market. I mean, obviously Doc Ondar, who's there at Galaxy's Edge, he obviously works with the black market, getting the antiquities that he has. So, and matter of fact, I don't think most people know that Doc Ondar has worked with like Han Solo and Chewbacca for them to get him stuff that has to be smuggled to him, and stuff like that. It's all like in comic books and everything, but I think it's all canon. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what you're talking about too, Jack. The comics and how all that ties in together.
Yeah.
And how it is, it should be canon, right? Do we know? We don't know.
I don't know for sure. Honestly, I don't really read the comics too much, but I'm just from research I've done through YouTube and stuff like that. I hear people talk about them. So, and I guess they're considered canon, or
the comic books that are being made right now, they're considered canon. I'm pretty sure the comic books that were made for Galaxy's Edge, they're canon.
Oh, that has to be canon.
Yes,
that has to be canon because we're talking about merchandise at this point. So it has to.
Yeah, the ones made like 30 or 40 years ago, maybe not anymore.
No, I think anything that Dark Horse probably did, probably not. Anything Marvel has done, then yes, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Horse, and I'm not a big comic guy. I'm not but I appreciate Dark Horse because they've done amazing things over the years.
Dark Horse was awesome. I remember Dark Horse comics. Yeah.
They wow. Right?
Yeah. They had some really cool stuff. I remember the Pit. There was the Pit comics, and what else was there, Robe? We used to read all those.
No, they had a great what he's referring to is the Star Wars.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Dark Horse picked up the Star Wars stories and ran with it, and they were really good, really good.
It's very interesting. Like
we're showing our age right now, gentlemen.
We really are.
Well, I'd rather show it this way than the other way.
Yeah.
One thing that's interesting that this channel right here, this website right here called the comicbook.com. They're talking about how Boba Fett is introducing or reintroducing, should we say, a lot of the characters that were from a deleted scene,
right,
from A New Hope.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. The two characters that were in there during the biker scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're actually from Tashi Station, from a deleted scene where Luke walks in. Yes.
They were some of Luke's friends growing up.
I need
no way. Really?
So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he had a crush on the girl growing up, and it was a whole thing.
A New Hope is renaming of what from my childhood?
That's A New Hope is the first Star Wars movie from '77.
Okay, that's all. I need that because they changed the names and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit older now.
But
So
all right.
Tashi Station is basically where Luke hung out, so he knew these people. This is where he became best friends with Big Starklighter, who's the one who dies in the trench.
They should have tried and fixed up that scene and put it in the new cut of it, because it explains so much more.
I'm wondering if that's what they're going to do, because they may refer back to that later on in the series and show that scene again, because supposedly from what I heard from a little mouse that Luke Skywalker will be making an appearance in Boba Fett, in the Book of Boba Fett, eventually in one of the episodes.
And Sebastian Stan, it's going to be Sebastian Stan now.
You think so?
Right.
He's already agreed to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the timeline lines up, so they can do that, right?
They may use Mark Hamill for voice, maybe not. I don't know. I'm hoping because
Mark
they're talking about
any voice.
They're talking about
they're
talking about there's supposed to be a big cameo for the Book of Boba Fett. And I'm wondering if they're going to get the guy that played Han from Solo.
That would be perfect.
To come back in.
That would be so great.
He is still on contract with them. And then have Chewbacca come in as well.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
That would be very interesting. Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Like I said, greatest series ever. This is the one.
The new one.
I mean, it's crazy.
This one. Bro, you're saying this one is the best?
Yes. Even better than Mandalorian to me. I mean, to the old heads like me. You know what I mean?
You guys were asking, they had to get permission.
But let's be honest, it started going in the ways of kind of candy assing with the Baby Yoda,
Well, we're only 2 episodes deep into this one.
Attracting the female audience and the kiddies and all that. But Boba Fett, man, that's ours, man. You know what I'm saying? Boba Fett's ours. So they know they know. You know what I mean?
On that note, Robe, I mean, that's another key thing that Rich is bringing up right here, too. The Rancor threat is awesome. Pyro will bring you up to speed. Inside, in this episode, you know, they were bickering back and forth with one of the assassins. And he wouldn't speak. He wouldn't talk, you know. So they said, okay, well, let's see if you could talk to the Rancor and see what he has to say about it, and drops him down. Now, the Rancor in the Star Wars series is this huge creature that Luke fought and ended up dropping a door on top of him and killed him. In the movie.
Trash creature?
Yeah, no, not the trash creature.
No, it's like this giant
it's a big
monster of a guy. He was just killer, man.
Yeah, big claws.
Ever, like beast. He was a giant beast. And he
was that thing, the brown, brown one with all the teeth.
Yeah.
Because I remember the action figure that my
yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like that.
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah, I'll give you a visual real quick. But yeah, and it was so great because they're like, let's see what he has to say about it, and then it's like, you know, Luke killed it. Like a couple.
That's exactly what I thought. It's exactly what I was doing. Yeah, that's the one.
Luke killed it a couple of years ago, so it wasn't there, and that was perfect how they did that. Like, you know,
I for a second you weren't sure. It's like, did they get a new one?
Yeah,
I know, right?
I thought
everybody was thinking that.
Bumblebee Tuna got a new Rancor, you know, because there was talks about it that Bumblebee Tuna got a new Rancor, and I was like,
Bumblebee Tuna.
Bumblebee Tuna.
Big Four Tuna. Bumblebee. I call him Bumblebee Tuna.
Right.
The guy with the things with the wieners on his head.
Yeah, we got it.
Speaking of that, am I the only one that is turned on by the broads with the sausages on in their head?
Some of them are pretty cute. Not gonna lie,
dude. Like the chick,
I didn't say that.
The one that owns the bar.
Yeah.
I was like,
the girl from Flashdance. Yeah.
I was like, why am I attracted to this?
Jennifer Nettles. Yeah.
Why am I attracted to her? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what is
Flashdance?
Because you watched Flashdance.
Yeah. Everybody do Flashdance right now.
Maybe that's what it, I don't know. I was having a moment. I was like, I think I'm a sick bastard. You know what I'm saying?
Before I came in,
well, we know you're a sick bastard, but that has nothing to do with this. So stop.
Very viral. Very viral right now. Very.
Before I came in, you guys were talking about who do they have to ask for permission to kill the twins. All right.
Right.
Well, they're making it like the whole like mafia thing where if you're a made man, you have to get permission to kill that one. So there's obviously somebody who's higher up. At one point, we know that the person who was the highest up was Maul. Maul was in control of all of it.
Darth Maul, right?
Right. Until he was killed.
He's dead by this point.
Yeah. He was killed by Obi-Wan.
Yeah, in Rebels.
Yes. So
see, this is where it gets strange. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's all right.
But as somebody on the outside, it gets strange for me as far as the timeline goes, because I didn't think Darth Maul came in until later. Not the stuff I grew up with. I thought he came in.
He was in the prequels.
Yeah.
So he was before the stuff you grew up with.
Yeah. See,
right.
Before that's why I'm like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Before he became a Sith Lord under Darth, like an apprentice to the Sith or whatever.
Right.
He was actually a serious gangster.
No, not before that. After.
It was after.
Oh, it was after. Okay. See, my timeline's off. See?
Yeah.
There she is.
Because what it is
look at this.
So what happened was he survived being cut in half by Obi-Wan. He ended up took on his brother Savage Opress as his apprentice. His brother was killed by Palpatine, which caused Maul revenge against Palpatine. You know who that is?
I know who Palpatine is.
Yeah.
All this was on the Clone Wars.
He stopped going by Darth Maul and just started going by Maul. So Maul, his whole entire thing was he wanted to get back at the Emperor, but he also wanted to get to the point that he was powerful. He ended up becoming what was it? Was it the Black? What was it called?
The Pike Syndicate, or the Black Sun.
But that was it. Crimson Sun. Was that what it was?
I think so.
So that was in Solo. where they showed that he was ahead of that at the end. So, I mean, he became very big, but something happened eventually because when you got the Rebels, he had fallen from that. So,
it's pretty, crazy, man.
Chris, you are on top of your stuff.
I've always been a fan of Star Wars. Also, if there's something I don't know, I go to Wikipedia.com.
Yeah.
Tells you everything.
My wife is that way with everything on the planet. Not Star Wars, but I mean, like, if there's something I don't know, I'm going to look it up right now. And then she'll spend like 8 hours looking it up. So I can't. Like,
that's the thing about Star Wars too, is man, you could lose track of time trying to find your different stuff. Yeah.
It's a rabbit hole.
Well, you can do that with Star Trek too. I do not want you guys to like throw Star Trek out the hole.
Well, yeah, no, you could definitely
do the same thing with them.
Yeah, no, they both universes have
there's
a
so
lot
much stuff.
To them. Yeah. I mean, you can go back on Captain Kirk, man, and he's got so much history involved.
Al, Rich was asking if George had any part of this. George Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
Very good question. I worry about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, maybe not an official capacity. I'm sure he's talked with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
Oh no, he
probably has a little bit of input here and there.
He's there.
He is creative. What is it, creative control or something?
Yeah,
like
he is there with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau.
As he should be.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why Dave Filoni is so well knowledge is because he sat down with George Lucas and listened to George Lucas explain this is the reason why the Force is this way, and just told him everything. And Dave Filoni is the one who says these people who are making these movies who aren't talking to George, they're the ones who are getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Correct.
7, 8, 9.
I get that though, because if Roddenberry, the great bird of the universe, was still around,
right,
and talk, like, if he was still here and they're making movies, I would want to absolutely make sure he was involved, because he's the
creator,
he's it.
Yeah.
And I wanted, he had very specific things that he wanted to get across in the original series, in the movie, like ideas. And he's not here anymore, so they've been able to do whatever they want with the franchise.
Right.
If that creator was still here, like you guys on the Star Wars side still have, he better be involved. You know what I mean? Like,
same principle with.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, same principle with Disney too. I mean, Disney is no longer here. The corporation took over, and look what we have now.
But even George Lucas said without Gene Roddenberry, there wouldn't be a Star Wars.
Right.
Well, sure. No, I am not a Star Wars hater in any way.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying
but you need to have these creators around.
Yeah,
these ideas that you need to stick to, or else you lose it.
You lose track.
I hate this.
So
I hate this.
Go to the source.
Like, let's just make money kind of idea. I don't want that. I want the story. I want the idea. Does that make sense, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it does make sense.
You remember last week you were asking about the bikers, what they were painting onto the walls, right?
Yes.
It is a T for an Arabic, and it stands for Tatooine. So I don't know if there's.
Oh, well, there goes the mystery on that one.
Problem solved.
I came across that, and that's what I'm like. Why would you have to mark a building Tatooine when you're on the planet, unless it has something to do with the group, their biker group or something like that? That's the only. I'm like, did they really have to put a biker group into Star Wars? I mean, they wore the cuts and everything.
I didn't even know they had spray paint in a universe far away.
It's the Tatooine Sons of Anarchy chapter.
That scene of him going into Tashi Station and taking down those actually mirrors a scene from one of Clint Eastwood's movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Which one?
I can't remember which one they said, but it was one where, people are being harassed in there, and then he shows up, comes in, takes care of everybody, and then leaves.
The Fist of Boba.
an old Western movie, or like the 70s?
No, it would have been an old Western. It was an old Western. Yeah.
Sorry about the mess. And then he walks off.
It's a fistful of boba.
That was great. You know?
Dude, I got to tell you, when I was a kid, I hated any movies or TV shows that I called brown. Okay? Because everything in them were brown. The landscape was brown. The buildings were brown. What they were wearing was brown.
A lot of earth tones.
Yeah.
The older I've gotten, I'll sit here and watch MeTV every weekend.
Yeah.
Right.
And watch these Westerns, which I have learned, because I heard when I was younger, Star Trek's just wagon train to the stars, right?
Right.
That's all it was.
Yeah, they're exploring.
No, it really was, though. It isn't boring. And it's amazing. It's a different story every week. It's super progressive.
Right.
All those old Westerns took on these super progressive ideas.
Yeah.
About racism. And you name it.
It didn't matter what it was. Yeah.
No, and they put it in the context of this wagon train going across the country, which I think Star Trek did, and also Star Wars taps into that stuff too, and to make points about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So now I appreciate it more, is all I was saying. Like, now I really appreciate that stuff that I thought was super boring before, but now I'm like, now I get it. This is fun.
Yep.
That's good. That's cool.
And so to cap off the episode, they had Boba make his own staff. They had Boba get dressed as a Tuscan Raider. And they also had him do the Tuscan dance.
Yeah, it was a haka.
Yeah, the haka. But that's what was the haka?
It's the latest thing, man.
Well, supposedly, I think that was Tamora Morrison's idea because it's from his heritage, the Maori in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
I think he took elements of that from that and put that into the show.
With them dancing around the fire and all that.
Yeah.
And everything.
And the Tuscan warrior who was training Boba throughout it apparently was a woman. I don't know if the character was supposed to be female, but it was a woman. It was a stunt woman who was.
Have you seen her, by the way? The woman who played that warrior.
Is she
with all her makeup off. Let me see if I could pull her up because holy crap!
She's blonde, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I didn't get a good look at her. I don't know.
They also say they believe these Tuscans are the same Tuscans that attacked Luke in A New Hope.
Really?
Well, they might be a different tribe.
But it's a tribe in the Dune Sea.
But I don't know if they're the same tribe that killed Luke's grandmother.
No. You mean no? I don't think they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Anakin killed all those guys, but still.
I believe this was her.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's see.
Hold on, let me pull it up here. Right, now go ahead. I mean, continue talking.
Al, you got the build up, and you're not coming through, bro.
Well, there's a lot of buttons to press. There's a lot of buttons to press. You guys just sitting around not pressing buttons.
Hey, Al,
why
you edging me, bro?
There you go.
Whoa.
Look, see, this is what
there.
you saw, and this is what was underneath. Okay.
She looks super nice.
Yeah, she's very attractive.
Yeah.
She did not look like that after she took all that off being in that hot desert.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I said nice. She looks nice.
She's
probably a great idea. It's a great idea, Disney. Let's cover all that up.
What's up, Jaden? How are you, Jaden? Yeah, so I was like, whoa, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? This is the girl that played the girl? Wow. I think her name is Joanna Bennett.
Yeah, so she's done stunt work for Brie Larson and Gal Gadot. That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. She did stunt work.
She could kick some ass, but she was kicking ass in that freaking train. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I love that Al said, I think her name is this. As if he hadn't researched it and watched every video that she's had.
Hey.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't
only
know
a Sith. Only a Sith prefers and
deals in
absolute deals in absolutes. Sorry. So,
right.
Yeah, so I wasn't about to do that, you know.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a female under the robe. So, but I mean, maybe the character is supposed to be female too. They didn't really specify, but
Al, did you shave your out?
They didn't give us.
It doesn't matter, Jack. It doesn't matter.
They haven't been giving us their pronouns.
I didn't say it mattered. I was just curious.
Al, did you shave your head?
I wasn't talking to you, Jack.
Okay.
Just saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He shaved his head.
Where you been?
Now I'm gonna have to save mine.
Where you been? Yeah. But very interesting stuff. I can't wait for episode 3, man. And episode 3 comes out this Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday. Yep.
So it was a cool way of explaining, why he had that gaffy stick and why he had the black robes in The Mandalorian.
When he first showed up.
That's I love how they're like explaining everything that at the time we were like, what the hell that's Boba Fett? What the
and like I mentioned before, like we're only 2 episodes deep into this thing now, and I think they're leaving a lot of things that people want more of. They're leaving us wanting more, and that's a good thing. Because it's like I'm really curious what's going on in like the main timeline with all the Hutts, but I'm also curious about all the backstory as well.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of the CW show Arrow, because you have the A plot and B plot where you'd have the back story along with it. So I'm in for it. I really like it so far.
Good story. Good story.
Like I was telling Al last night, is the backstory is mirroring what's going on, because it's showing his rise that he did through the Tuscans and everything. So actually when they showed him putting on the robes and everything, was just like in the first episode of him putting the armor on.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah.
It's very like Dances with Wolves type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come up next, because it's got me hooked already.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Talk all the trash you want about me. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Why would we wait?
I would not want to be one of those slaves that had to carry that litter. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like who got that gig? Like, you don't think they could have gotten like a hovering thing? No, let's get dudes to carry us.
I would have been standing there. I would have, and then when Blackchrysanton walked out, I'd be like, "I'm carrying you, and we got a Wookiee. What the?
Like, we can't get him to help out." Can you imagine the core strength you got to have to carry those, those two fat slugs? Come on.
Oh, my God. They had a couple people underneath them, too. So, I mean, they were...
imagine being that guy.
Oh, God. Gosh.
You're on platform duty today.
Kind of hot. Kind of hot in the desert. You know what I'm saying?
I love it,
with 2 sons. 2 sons, people.
Carrying 2 Hutts through the desert.
Yep.
If that. I'd be like, no, just kill me. Just throw me in the Sarlacc pit. I'm done.
We can keep you alive as a slave, or you can carry these Hutts around, or you can take your life or carry these Hutts around. I'm like, where's the gun?
At that point, I'm doing the swan. At that point, I'm doing the swan dive into the Sarlacc pit.
Exactly.
No, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing this again tomorrow. That's for sure. But yeah, man, it looks good. I wonder what the next part is going to consist of. Like with the next episode.
Like, yet, or about?
Not really. They haven't said anything yet.
They kind of keep everything hush hush until they drop.
They do a good job of it, and I'm all for it. Like I don't want to be spoiled.
As a character, I love Fennec Shan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who she is?
No.
Yeah, she's been in the Clone Wars and Rebels and all that.
She has, but do you know what she originally done for Disney?
Well, she's Mulan, Ming-Na Wen.
Yes, she was the voice of Mulan. Yeah.
She's also
Agents
of Shield.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was also in Agents of Shield. She was known as the Cavalry in that.
Yeah. So. Melinda Mae.
Yeah.
She's been around.
Yeah.
She's in deep with Disney.
Her character actually showed up in the Bad Batch.
Yeah, well. She's got the Disney hat trick, I guess.
Did you say hat rack or hat trick?
Trick.
Yeah.
She's got a nice rack too. But I mean,
She does.
Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars.
Fantastic. Besides
that is so stereotypical of five guys having a conversation.
we have to.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be talking about episode 3 next week too. I mean, we might as well keep this going. There's only 6 episodes, so might as well get 6 live streams out of it.
Absolutely.
And so, and it's interesting stuff. It's interesting talk. But
are we gonna keep talking about other stuff tonight, or are we done?
Yeah, no, we could still continue. I mean, there's unless everybody's got something to do, we could still continue on. We're not on any time frame right now.
I'd like to talk about Disney stuff.
Yeah, we can do that. We're all Disney fans here.
Doesn't offend me in the least.
No.
Wow.
So what do you got?
I do have news though, because I am positive. So.
Damn it, bro.
Well, you got a month till you come up here and enjoy club level, so make sure you get better.
Did you just find out you're positive now?
Yeah,
Rick?
right now. Yeah. Right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you just got it. You took a test this morning. You just got the results back.
No. Amber just came back and she's positive. And
man.
Yeah. So, and she caught it from me. So.
Damn.
I'm kind of a culprit here. So.
I mean, I'd like to think COVID tested positive for the robe. That's how I see it, not the other way around.
Right.
You know.
I like that. See, that's why I keep Jack around.
Hey.
Yeah.
I know where my bread's buttered. Club level.
He's waiting for the club level. Jack is patiently waiting for the club level. He was ready to go. He's got his ticket. The bags are packed.
As long as it's good in February, we're all right.
First, I got to make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, bro.
No, I'm going into the second week, so this is when the real fun begins. Is that what she said? Oh, really? Yeah. Apparently, the Omicron version of Corona only lasts 5 to 6 days, so I should be right as rain pretty soon.
Are you running a fever right now?
No. The first couple of days I did, Jesus Christ. But
so did I. I don't know if I had it.
I've been running a fever. Still got the snots though, and a little bit of cough, but I feel like I'm coming down the the home stretch.
All right.
So
if you need anything, let us know.
I never need any. Excuse me? Nobody says that to me.
No, I just.
Hey,
come on.
Hey, bro. This is what I can offer to you. A laugh.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Make you feel better about yourself. You see how my life goes.
I can offer that. At my worst. Right now.
What do you want?
And believe it or not, look, hey, just like I'm at my worst right now. Like I'm sick as a dog, kid. This is me when I'm sick as a dog. That's the thing about people. You don't know if they're sick. You know what I mean? Because look, like you would never know I was unless I, obviously when I was sneezing and coughing, you'd be like, whoa, what's wrong with you? But like otherwise, if I just sit here like, you're like, Robe's there. You don't know that I'm carrying a possibly deadly. You
hide it well.
You know what I mean?
Well, you knew I was sick because I didn't post anything for like a week.
I know. So. I know what you mean, and that's why being a friend to people is super important because you don't know when they need you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
And that's a fact.
I like Pyro.
Because
Pyro, you're invited to club level.
We're all.
You're in, Pyro. You're in.
Here's the deal. We're all dying.
Yeah, right. Eventually.
Born to die.
And technically, that is true.
It is. So
on that positive note, you were saying about Disney. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. Great segue.
Well, that was a great segue.
It's a great segue.
So, how do we feel about the changes this year, specifically? Because I haven't been on with you guys.
Makes me want to punch a baby in the face. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That was a little too much.
Wow.
I know. I'm working on that.
That's not
I'm-
even close to being Disney right there.
Yeah,
that is not PG, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Reginald. Yes, I'll see you on Thursday. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Thanks for following up.
Yes.
Make a few appointments.
Yes.
Have the Dr. Reginald have the baby ready.
He's my psychiatrist.
You have a problem, sir. Seek help.
Have the punching baby ready, sir, please.
What?
I didn't bring this up so people would get Baker acted. That's not what it meant.
They're about to.
Sorry. Oh my God. But being a native and an ex-cast member and living here in Central Florida my whole life, and
Yes.
loving Disney with all my heart and soul,
Yes.
the changes that have happened this year or the last 6 months,
Horrific.
I got no words, and I would like some feedback on it, because I don't want to just be salty as like a poor person that can't afford what's going on. I don't want to be that way. But I do want to look at it the way, even when I was a cast member, I tried to look at it as this Midwestern family that has saved up the entire year to bring their kids down to enjoy this once in a lifetime thing. Okay.
Right.
And as a cast member, I tried to think of it that way too, right? Like, I'm going to give you the absolute best thing you've ever had in your life. Even if I'm just working at the Great Movie Ride, or I'm working over at Rock and Roller Coaster, which I did, you know what I mean? But I would go out of my way to make sure this was something you'll never forget in a good way.
Yeah.
So this stuff means a lot to me.
That's the cast member way.
Yeah.
And I think now that is so far gone with the new stuff.
No, it's not. It's still there.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about too, Chris, because on a individual cast member level, it is absolutely still there, because that's why you work there.
Yeah. They took it away for a little while, and my daughter, who she is a cast member, she she said they wouldn't let us do anything, and they realized how bad it was getting, and they came in and they said, tell some of these cast members that are in an area that they don't have so much, like parking, the strollers, stuff like that. They say, go out and make some magic. And that's what they've been doing.
Right.
So
I just worry because of this Genie Plus, all of this stuff. Now we have taken guests and stratified them, even more so than I worry about that. I don't want a stratified guest experience.
I'll be honest though, touching down on that point, Pyro, I believe that's why a lot of fighting's going on. You know what I mean?
I agree with you too, because have we not seen that, Robe?
People are
have
walking off. I mean, people are walking around pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because they're getting hit left and right more so than they did before, and they're not liking it, so that's pissing them off. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, somebody bumps into you, and you're just like, you know what? Yeah,
because you're already up here. You take the family down, you're already up here.
Yeah.
It's the end of the night, you're already up here.
Yeah.
Like when I used to work Fantasmic at the end of the night, right? Which was the only end of the night show where you had to have a seat, right? So you've got these kids and all the, what's that?
No, I love Fantasmic. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
No, great show. But at the end of the night, you can watch the fireworks at the Magic Kingdom. You can, you know what I mean? This is the only place where you had to line up at the end of the night, try to get in there and watch the end of the night show.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm talking late 90s, I guess, at the time. And I've watched cast members get punched, spit in the face.
Really?
While we were there. Yeah, but I'm still in my head. This is the end of the night with a bunch of kids. Everybody's tired. You're lined up. You might get in. You might not get in, which goes back to what you're just saying there, Rope, because now we're at that point.
I just think there's a delicate balance of monies when it comes to people and families. Like you were talking about, like the Midwestern family, like they get there and then they get hit with all these charges, on top of all the money they spent just to get there, right?
Right.
Just to be able to stay there, all the money
That's
they're
my
paying
point.
in.
That's exactly my point.
With me alone, like what I stay for less than a week, and I'm at like 10 grand. So when I'm if I get hit with all these extra charges on top of the 10 grand I already spent, it does get you a little moody. You know what I'm saying? Not me personally, because I don't care, but most people, you know what I'm saying?
We're not talking about it, right? Exactly. We're not talking about
not
you,
everyone's got road money.
We're talking about that family. That family.
Right.
And I don't.
Not everyone's got road money. Come on.
My suggestion to a family like that is don't buy Genie Plus. Don't buy the Lightning Lane.
But they do though, because they want to have the best experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I want to say this, most
22, you know what I'm saying? They got the kid, plus you got the kid, right? You got your kid sitting there like, I want Genie Plus, I want to go on Thunder Mountain, pay for the ride.
But see, you also have the Genie service that is free
that
tells you what rides have the shorter line.
Right.
What do you think about that? How often have you used it?
I haven't used it. I'm probably gonna experience here my first time Wednesday. So
okay.
But
and are you just gonna go straight up Genie?
That's
see how it is.
That I won't. My wife already said we will not pay for fast passes. So that's just the way it is.
Well, right. And I come from original Fast Pass time where everybody got a Fast Pass.
Well, that's the thing.
Two Fast Pass, which I thought was unbelievably equitable.
Right.
And it's fine. And it helps you out. You get this, everybody. And I do not like stratifying. Yes. Right. I don't. I just don't.
Fast Pass is the reason why you were spending 94 minutes in line for Peter Pan's flight.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I would pay. I would pay a Fast Pass to go to.
Okay, but
if there was World War III, Peter Pan would still have a 90-minute wait.
Chris, because you watched who did the just recently?
What's that?
On our YouTube that we all love, and he just spent all the money to do the
Tim Tracker or Adam the
No. He did all of the run through. Oh my god, I can't even think of the word. Simulations, as far as figuring out what Fast Pass and all this did over the years.
Right.
And you'll know who it is, because I promise you know who it is. And he just did a giant fundraiser for Give Kids the World 2, and you'll know who it is. He's been around forever. But he just spent all this money on
John? Come on, Panda?
No.
I know you're talking about the guy Panda works for. Al. Pete Werner.
The
Diz.
But anyway, so he ran all these simulations to find out, okay, so for Fast Pass, this, and seeing where all those numbers went. And I highly recommend it. It's like 3 hours long. But for people like you and I, it's fascinating.
Well, I mean,
really good.
When you think about it, all right, so Fast Pass really didn't put everybody on an even playing ground.
Yeah,
it did.
It's a science, man.
Right. Well, if you stayed on property, you got to make your Fast Pass. What was it? 30 days out?
Yeah.
Not at the beginning.
Here's the thing.
But that's the way it got.
Here's the thing with club level. Okay. With club level, when you have a concierge assigned to you, somebody who's assigned to you to make sure that your experience is the greatest experience ever. Like one time, I'm just telling you, I said I wasn't feeling good. I don't feel like walking around much today, whatever. And he said, well, he made a phone call, called somebody, and next thing I know, my band is unlocked, and I just walk in. I walk in and get on the ride.
He got the golden ticket,
which is
33. Yeah.
It's basically like he could have gotten Fast Pass. He was able to get in any Fast Pass line in the entire park at any point in time, as much as he wanted.
That's fine, as long
I was
as
with
we're
him
not
on
doing
that. Thanks, Robe.
Yeah.
That's fine as long as we're not talking about
road money, baby.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not 1,000 people doing that. If you're doing that, or the VIPs are doing that, that's fine. That is not going to
small amount of people.
Yeah,
that is not going to skew the numbers that much.
Right.
But
in my mind, I was thinking, everybody should do that. You know what I'm saying? Like have it that way. And then, but I thought
you can't.
Right, because it'd be crazy.
It's exactly what Chris is talking about. Where now we have 90 minutes at Peter Pan.
Right.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is Fast Pass would cause that where Genie Plus isn't, because not everybody has Genie Plus, just the people who paid for it.
Yeah.
So there's not as many people in there that has, the ability to go through like Fast Pass was.
Right.
So you think it's an overall benefit to
me, who isn't going to buy it?
Joe Schmo. Right? Now, to Joe Schmo, it's an overall benefit to have the other people pay for it and divvy up those lines more.
That's what I'm looking at is this. I know standby line. I don't mind standing in line. I never mind standing in line.
Yeah.
And the reason why is my wife and I have talked about it, and most of our family memories, the best ones, happen while we're standing in line.
It's true. Funny. It is true. Though.
That's a great point.
Any old school Disney attendee would tell you that, because
that's a great.
I still remember when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and we'd all be standing in line, at Epcot trying to get on Spaceship Earth or something like that, and 1986 or 1987.
Oh, Dan, how young were you? Because I was like in my teens when Epcot came out with Dan.
I was about 8. I was about 8 years old then. Stop dating me. But anyway,
wow.
Or stop allowing myself to date myself. All right. But no, I just remember that. But I also remember smelling cigarette smoke while we were sitting in line. And
what's wrong with that?
Disney had a special smell to it back in the day.
Still does.
It
smelled like Vegas.
It's
been taken away.
It smells like candy and cigarettes.
It did. It did. It had a weird.
Gonna go on It's a Small World and hit the slots.
That's
how they roll.
This is an.
This is real, man.
Chris,
this was a lot realer back then to me, man.
So you're pro Genie,
right? I'm not buying it.
Right, but you're no. I'm talking about straight up Genie.
I say it's better when it comes to standby line. If you got to stand in standby line, Genie Plus is going to do less to make that standby line as long as what Fast Pass did, because Fast Pass everybody got it.
But Chris, let me give you a story.
Yeah.
Right? You got this
picture, 1937.
Picture this.
Sicily. So you got this large formatted Italian man, right?
Right.
Now he smells good. He took a hot shower that morning, slicked the hair, put on the Colognes, right?
Right.
It seems real specific.
His best.
He said Colognes.
But now he's standing in 90-degree weather.
Okay.
Right? Waiting in line with his foul-mouthed kids that are cussing everybody out because they don't like standing in line either. Right?
Are they from Italy or are they from New Jersey? I'm getting confused.
No, they're from sunny South Florida. All right. We're swallowing those giant dong hot dogs from Casey, right?
Yeah.
So we got a stomach ache now, right?
Sounds like
We're ready to blow our ass out right in line, right?
Which right are we on?
You got your family right in front of us, right? And you guys are giggling and chuckling and you don't mind sweating 4,000 gallons of sweat, right? And you look over at us and you're smiling, right? I'm just saying there's different walks of life, Chris. Not everybody wants to stand in line. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All right? And that's why. Because you could do it. You can do it.
What attraction are we waiting on?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
It's whatever.
No, Robe. It's
pirates, whatever.
We're over in Adventureland.
Like
it's supposed to be hot.
Like I would have put like Pyro's standing at the thing, right? He's checking the things or whatever, the arm, making sure everybody's not full of crap, right?
Right.
I'm the guy that goes up to Pyro and slips him a yard.
Hey. Come on.
I will. I'll be like, look, you know what I mean? And he knows. They know. Cast members know. They know what time.
That's what Mariah Carey did to me at Rock and Roller Coaster.
Okay.
What now?
Now we got stories. Nasty. I knew I get stories out of
that crazy biatch. The word I'm going to use. All right. She shut down the entire ride to cycle out. So there wasn't a single guest in the building.
Wow.
Okay.
Why?
Because she didn't. Why? Oh, because she's there with her posse and didn't want to be, I don't know, infected by regular people.
With the riffraff.
Yeah.
They allow.
And then
with the peasants.
Oh yeah. I swear this is a true story.
I believe it.
Cycle out the building to get her and her posse in. She wants to ride in the very back seat. Okay, great, fun, good times. We know how it works on a roller coaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are disembarking. She gets off, and I'm standing right there. She is yelling and bitching and complaining because of how rough it was.
You sat on the last row. What do you expect?
Perfect.
I can't stand that woman now.
You had
Since that day, back in the
How-
90s, I was like, yeah. 90s.
Because I know that on It's a Small World, Justin Bieber came on. He wanted 2 boats for him and his party. Then he wanted 2 boats empty at the front and then 2 boats empty at the back.
See?
And you know what they said? You know what they said?
No.
Nope. You're getting the standard. You'll get the standard. If you need 2 boats for your party, we'll give you those 2 boats, but you only get 1 in the front and 1 in the back. That's it.
Well, that's great because that's not what we.
You'll get nothing like it.
That's not what we did at Rock and Roller Coaster. We cycled out the entire place, and then had to deal with her complaining.
You're talking about 2 different times, though, too, Pyro. Back then, that's probably
there was a time where
probably accommodated.
Yeah, Disney accommodated a lot better.
And then now they wised up and they were like, no, we're not going to accommodate, too much streams.
Having said that, I want to tell a good story.
All right.
When I was over at Great Movie Ride. All right. So, which also ties into Aerosmith, right?
Greatest ride.
Yeah. So we've got Joe Perry, okay, from Aerosmith, right?
Mm-hmm.
He comes in, they backdoor him up to the loading dock, right? And we had the big old loading dock, which is still kind of there, the new ride. And you could fit 77 people per ride when we were running that, which is a lot,
right?
Per ride. That's
per
cool.
rotation is what you're saying. Yeah. 77 people per rotation of the ride.
No. Like
per movement.
No, there are 2 separate ride vehicles that are together. In total, we could seat 77 people in them with me as a tour guide.
Nice.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Which is that's a big deal. Right. And the ride's 22 minutes long, but they backdoor Joe Perry and his wife and family. Okay. They just bring him in the back. And we're waiting because it's all timed out, right? So now we got to wait until it cycles through and we can go. Nicest guy in the entire effing world ever. Sat there and talked to me.
Right, Jack?
Talked to me about my life. I'm not even joking. They were super sweet, kind, wonderful people. Mm-hmm. And so, I put on this amazing show for him because, you know what I mean? Because they were super sweet.
I like to hear that. Joe Perry's a legend. So
and he was wonderful, and he didn't even want special anything.
Way more of a legend than Mariah Carey.
Yeah, right. That's my point. So Mariah Carey comes in, shuts down an entire ride. They sneak him into the back door, and he's like, "Let's go. I don't worry about me. Let's go." But how are you doing today? You know what I mean? Yeah. He actually talked to me. Awesome. I got one more story when it comes to Great Movie Ride. So that was an amazing, wonderful thing. Here comes Kathy Lee Gifford. Do any of us remember that? Kathy Lee Gifford?
Yeah,
and Frank Gifford?
Regis and Kathy Lee
Oh,
Gifford.
Yeah. So her and Frank get brought in with their kids onto my show on my rack.
Yeah.
And she wants to sit up in the front row. Okay, great.
Hey, you
Now, the
making
front
Corona
row.
burgers?
What'd you say, bro?
Oh, no, I was yeah, she's making Corona burgers.
Oh, nice. So
delicious.
I bet they are.
Good times. Anyway, you were saying.
So yeah. So you're up there and you're up there with the mic in the front. There's one front row that sits parallel to you at the beginning. I mean, at the front of the ride vehicle, and she wanted to sit up there to be close to me, and I'm doing my show. Now, when I say working great movie ride and doing a show, this is a 42-page script that we're reading.
Right.
Wow.
That we learn. We are interacting not only with animatronics, but with a live actor.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it was sick.
Be it a bandit or a gangster, which, unbeknownst to a lot of people, those were live guns that we had, real guns with blanks.
Oh wow.
They got locked up. Yeah, they got locked up every night. We had this dolly with them in a safe. They got locked up every night. Because that's what we did back then. Now, what's happened recently, that would never happen again, right? With, you know what I'm talking about? People getting shot with guns
Right.
on movie sets. But back then, it was blanks and real guns. And that's what we did. Now, having said that, this is a big deal to me. I took a lot of pride in this. I took a lot of pride in this 42-page script that I'm doing. So, Kathy Lee and Frank and the kids get in the front row right here, right with me. She said she only wanted to she laid down and landed on Frank's lap and went to sleep. And that's the only reason she wanted to be up there.
Just needed a rest.
Because I've never been more angry in my life. Like, screw you, bitch. I don't care who you are. How dare you come on? I don't know. It hurts
This
me.
isn't carousel progress.
Yeah, right. I'm alive.
You can sleep all day on that one.
Maybe
I'm
she
standing
and
right
Hoda
over
had a few
you.
pops before the ride. You know.
Well, I don't know, but it at the time I was like, you know what, Kathy Lee Gifford, you suck. You really suck.
Well,
and Joe Perry, you're amazing.
Well, one thing you guys don't ever have to worry about is the fact that no matter what kind of fast pass we have, no matter what kind of system we have in place to make lines faster or slower or whatever, the thing that you never have to worry about losing is that stupid family in front of you that is having a conversation and the people in front of them move 16 feet in front of, and everybody's looking at them like, are you going to move forward? Are you going to walk forward? Just start walking! I hate those people. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when you're standing in line and you're sitting there and you're looking at these people and they're like talking about something stupid and you're just like, shut up and move, man. Move. All right? We've been standing here for 2.5 hours.
I was like that little, he's like the makings of a little old man. I freaking love this kid.
I'm working on it.
Not only will they not move, they will not pull their kid down off of the railing. That's
that makes me angry.
Yes,
that makes me angry.
Good Lord!
You know what I
don't care about the talking. I care about stepping out of line.
I'm a people watcher.
Do not break the rules.
Yes,
I'm a people watcher, and what I love seeing is these kids that are licking the pole, bro.
Oh,
They're licking the rail, and I'm just looking at them, I'm like, this is tomorrow's future.
Yes.
This is tomorrow's that kid is gonna be somebody in life.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna
that's a Christmas story level craziness.
Somebody's gonna depend on that kid.
Knowing you, Robe, I think you take a lollipop and just run it up and down the pole. That's what I think.
It tastes good, doesn't it?
That's how you build up those immunities, kids. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. That's true.
Don't wear shoes.
That's true.
Immune system.
Yes, that's how you kick it.
Shoes.
No, I'm just joking. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was funny. Because we've all experienced that line before, man. It's just like they just won't keep walking. Like, why are you standing in line if you're not paying attention?
Thinking about all this though, when I come down there, I'm debating on whether or not to go to the parks. But I saw on Resort TV 1. I was watching Josh and them on Resort TV 1 this morning. They were at Magic Kingdom,
right?
And dude, it was empty.
Oh wow!
It is right now.
Yeah.
It is right now because look at the date
around Valentine, in February.
Yeah. Why would anybody be here?
Yeah, there's nothing really going on, and school is back out of the break, the Christmas break and New Year's break. So
I'm thinking I'll probably do like Magic Kingdom or something. When I go to Magic Kingdom though, I guess because the after hours, like I got really, I'm not talking about the latest after hours; those suck. But like the ones before that, where they just
the originals,
10,000 people, and that was it. Like they capped it off really, really small. And you felt like you owned the park, basically. Like
Bubba, it used to be October. It used to be October and February, Bubba.
Yeah.
It used to be October and February. Those are like super slow times, right? Because the kids are in school.
Yeah.
Okay.
October not so much anymore, but that's the way it used to be.
Right.
You get through summer and it's before Thanksgiving and all that stuff. Right after that, so now, because everybody's back. We're on the 9th now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's back. Everybody's back to work. Everybody who is dead now. That's fine. You gotta think about the kids in school first and foremost. That will determine.
Yeah. Like I got a trip planned for July, and I know, first of all, it's going to be the 7th layer of hell, and I also know that there's going to be 4 billion people there because 4th of July, right?
Those are good resort days.
It's the first week of July?
No, it's July 4th, yeah.
Those are good resort days.
Even saying that though, because kids are out, but in the dead summer down here, that's our off time. Still.
Interesting.
Yeah, true. I mean, there are certain weekends there's nobody there.
Yeah.
During the summertime, it's just too hot. Nobody wants to go
here when it's that hot. They don't come down. Like Key West, okay. The on season is right now down in the Keys.
Yeah.
Okay? We're in on season right now. That is fourth season down there. Mm-hmm. Off season is July. That's off season because it's too damn hot.
Yeah.
You stay away from kids being off of school. Which February is fine.
But the Polynesians air conditioned, you know what I mean? So I'm not.
Yeah, so who cares? Like I said, resort days.
I don't think we're having a winter.
I don't think we're gonna have a winter this year.
It's not looking like it.
Well, we have. Yeah. I have had icicles. I have had, not in a very long time.
It hasn't been a while.
It has changed. Yep. Whether you believe in it or not, it has absolutely changed. And I like today. It's amazing. Right?
I'm on a specialty burger. Hell yeah!
We're on a specialty burger.
Yeah, he's making an order. Hold on. Oh. He does that from time to time.
Anyway,
it's delicious.
Dad, you live here in Central Florida. I do. I think you do too, right, Chris?
No, I live in Indiana.
Oh, that's why you always have a green screen.
Yeah.
That's why I love you so much. No, but you're on top of your stuff. Like you make excellent videos, Chris. Huge fans. But Jack and I, we live here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so does that guy.
As does Al.
Yeah.
So that guy.
And that other person. No, it has not gotten cold yet. Like cold. There's been no frost on the windows. There's been like, I'm getting scared. Like it has been that warm.
You don't need to be scared. It was 7 degrees up here the other day.
Oh my God.
Well, that's up there.
I mean, it was.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
I've never seen snow, Bubba.
We've literally had about 3 days of
Did you say
winter
7
so
degrees?
far.
I would shoot myself.
7 degrees, and I had to carry mail in it. Yeah.
And
I'm
the
telling
only
you,
the only reason I say we had 3 days of winter is because I'm talking about like at 5 o'clock in the morning when I get up for work and go to work. It's been cold
what,
3 times.
It can be quite brisk.
Al, what do you mean by that?
It was
Like cold.
oh no, I'm saying Florida cold, where it was like 50 degrees.
Florida.
Right, but we're in January now, where we should get a little frost on the windows.
Yeah, we should be
get
having a cold.
like,
we
you
should
know
have
what I
cold
mean?
fronts
Like-
right now. Yeah, we should be
Yeah,
having cold fronts, but we're not.
Not happening. These things are not happening. So it's a little weird.
It was even if it snows up here right now, it's not going to stick because right before the 7-degree weather, we had 60-degree weather.
Yeah.
Oh
see?
wow, that's a
That's
big
bipolar
swing.
weather.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, and then what? Just it was like I said, it was 2-3 days ago, 7 degrees. It was back up in the 40s here just not too long ago. So
Wow,
Mm.
right?
yeah,
We
I
did
mean,
have a little bit of that.
We've
thought
been steady. Like the lowest has been upper 50s.
right.
The lowest overnight has been upper 50s, and we're over a week into January now.
Right.
That's not normal.
Well,
When
yeah.
I was a kid growing up down the street, I would, at this point in time, we'd have cold fronts come through. You would put a hose up on the roof, and we'd have icicles hanging down, so we could pretend we from up north, right? When it would drop down, that cold, and you would actually have icicles.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not happening anymore. Like nothing
Yeah.
even close to that.
Yeah, you can't
Like
even do
it's
that
weird.
Yeah.
now.
It's weird.
I don't know. I mean, we up here every once in a while we'd have like snow before Christmas and stuff like that.
I get a shot of Johnny Blue.
We don't usually get a
Johnny
lot
Blue.
of we don't get a lot of our snow till like the end of January and more into February anymore.
So,
That's weird.
yeah.
That's weird. Because you're up in the like plains. Like it should be
Right.
cold.
Right. Well, I meant more of your areas that are close to the lakes. They get a lot of snow.
Oh,
So-
yeah, lake snow.
Yeah. So I mean,
Like,
if
don't
you're-
tell anybody this, but my dad's from Buffalo originally.
Buffalo. Yeah, they get a lot of snow. Buffalo gets a lot.
So
of snow.
I don't want people to know like my genes are from upstate New York. Don't tell them.
My sister lives in Rochester. I get it.
Over here.
Yeah, my sister lives in
That's what
Rochester.
it's like.
Yeah, Rochester Red Wings.
I
That's it.
guess.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that-
it
is that their hockey?
It is. Yeah, Jack. No,
Okay.
not hockey. Baseball. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't
Right.
live there, so I don't know.
Somehow, all my best friends growing up that live down here are all from upstate New York too.
Oh,
No,
And then-
I'm from Philly originally. My sister she moved up there because that's where her
Oh,
husband's
Jack,
from.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, afraid so.
For so.
Yeah. I didn't have a say in it. You know, what are you gonna do? Wasn't my idea.
It's okay.
Well, guys-
I still love you.
Okay.
I hate to be
But
the bearer of
Philly-
bad news.
Philly?
Show me on the doll where the Eagles hurt you.
Oh, I will. I absolutely will. It's
Jack-
when they were.
Jack was
I'll-
bored.
I'll
and was
show
like,
you
Why
later,
are we
Jack."
in Philly?
Oh my God.
Put me back in. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. No, you and I will talk later, Jack.
All right.
Eagles fans are the worst people on the planet. Don't do that. They throw batteries and hate people. Don't do that.
But
They're
that's for
horrible.
another story. That's gonna have to be for another story.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about football, dude.
Look at-
That's what
Look at Al. Al is trying to get off of here so bad.
Yeah.
Well, we
And
are
my
I
only
mean-
goal in life is to get him to stay around. Like, stop it.
well, no, yeah, but we are half an hour over now. and
Yeah.
look,
Oh yeah.
Robe is already filling his face.
More
So,
than
Oh, what do you? Hey,
that. Got a little
Bro.
something up here, Rob. Yeah.
bro, what are you eating?
What do you mean?
The Philly special. Let me see what it is.
the Philly
Well,
special.
The Corona burger. I was having a Corona burger. I got pasta salad. I got potato salad. I got baked beans. I got. It's
Peter Fever starter flu.
Wait, you're pretending you're in the South?
Or starter fever,
I got
fever
pasta
flu.
salad, potato
However
salad,
that goes.
baked beans. Are you eating barbecue?
I do.
What's up, Renzo? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we need to. We're way over, guys. All right, and we're not even talking about Boba Fett anymore. So I mean, we really gotta.
Way past that.
Yeah.
I know. If we wrap it up now, we have to go back to our regular lives, and I'm not ready for that right now. Can we stay on for another half hour, please?
I mean, I'm quarantined, so I'm here no matter what.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Disney stuff?
We'll
I tried so hard to like start a controversy so we can talk.
We'll meet back here, same time, same channel.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Been a lot of fun.
Yes. Jack, what do you got coming up?
Let's see. I've got a show February 19th at Winfields in Satellite Beach, and then March 19th at Orlando Brewing, both with my band Vertebreaker. Check us out. Facebook.com/Vertebreaker Band. I'll post all the. I'll give you the link tree. Post that in the description if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Also I got a lot of my Star Wars info from this really cool channel called Star Wars Theory.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Star Wars Theory is awesome.
That's one of my favorite channels out there. That's where I found out a lot of.
Yeah,
that man makes awesome videos. He really does, man. And
he has a Cobra Kai channel now too. So
does he really now? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's a little too much nostalgia for me.
Yeah. Oh, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai is taking it over the top.
Oh,
I love it.
It's amazing, though. I mean, it really does.
If there was a weird science show,
yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I would watch that.
Yeah,
that was the greatest show ever. Greatest movie ever.
You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that.
We got to get off live now.
Yes.
All right, wait. We need.
Oh wait, no, wait.
Links. We need links. We need.
Wait.
Jack got his thing. Bro, what are you doing?
What am I doing? What?
Robe never has anything going on except for his visits. So you could tell us about your visits. What do you got coming up on visits? I already know.
I'm coming down there and going to do the club level tour of Wilderness Lodge, Polynesia, and the Grand Floridian all in one shot at the Valentine's week, and probably going to be not having pants on very often and eating like food.
Why should you start now?
Hell yeah!
Very good, very good.
Living the life.
Chris, what do you got?
What do I got? A supper up after this.
But besides that, I mean,
I do reaction videos on Monday and Tuesdays. Wednesday I'll be in Florida, and so I'll be doing sweets and treats at 11 a.m. there from Main Street, USA. Me, Heaven, and Margie.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the week, I don't have anything because we'll be in Florida.
All right.
And also check out Chris's channel because I was just a guest on his show last night. So
send us the link.
Yes.
So make sure you check that out too. That was a lot of fun too, man. We had a really good conversation on that, and that was really neat.
Yeah,
so,
Chris
make
is
sure
a
you check that
professional.
replay.
Yeah, don't watch it, Robe. We talked about you most of the time.
Did you?
It wasn't
nothing bad, I hope.
Never. Pyro, what you got coming up?
I'm very sensitive about my weight.
Yeah, we can tell.
All right, so lately I've been
self-conscious.
The chair's very sensitive too, so you might want to watch out.
Robe, it's my turn. Shut up.
Sorry, go ahead.
What do you got, Pyro?
So lately I've been trying to get back to my roots and post videos not of Disney but of quirky little places in Florida. And I just did. I just posted the Key West Cemetery, which is super cool. And I know you've heard this before. It is an actual place where the tombstone says, "I told you I was sick." That is an actual tombstone down there. Check out that video.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I have another one.
I'm going to watch that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's good times. So what I'm doing is quirky and cool little Florida places right now. I'm trying to get back to that instead of Disney stuff and bigger things.
Right.
So please check out my stuff because
you did the skunk. What was it? The skunk ape. You did the skunk
ape. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the skunk ape headquarters. Skunk ape is the Florida version of Sasquatch or Bigfoot. I went to that place while we were on this trip down in the middle of nowhere in the Everglades, and it's a lot of fun and quirky and stupid and fun. I don't know what else to say.
It's really
check it out, and it's only like 8 minutes long now. All of my videos, please check them out.
We get a lot of people that watch later on, and I'm just going to tell those people that are watching. Pyro is hashtag Robe approved.
Oh, there you go.
If you're not watching it, you need to.
That's right.
I did forget one thing. On Thursday, I have the second part of the James Dean video.
Oh, good. Oh, okay.
Nice. And this one won't be as boring as the first one of us just walking around the museum. This is like when we go into town and see places he's been.
James Dean is never boring. So.
Yeah, we go to his grave. We go to the motorcycle shop where he bought his first motorcycle, and then we go to the farm he grew up on.
Nice.
So
nice.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Coolest man that ever lived.
And while you're here, Chris,
yeah,
you want to come over and go to the Space Center? That's where I live. It's right there. You want to see that
stuff?
Pointing
at it right now, actually.
No, I am literally
across the street.
It is literally right there. While you're down here, you want to just hit me up.
You must be here in Titusville?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Yep.
That's where I'm at.
Oh.
Born and raised, but yeah, any kind of space stuff you ever want to do, any of you guys. Well, Jack knows. He's that way. But
I stay in outer space.
One of the most interesting things I ever did that we went and seen was we went to the Neil Armstrong Museum up in Wapakoneta, Ohio.
So, yeah, there's good stuff.
That's pretty neat. Mm-hmm.
And here in town, not only do we have the stuff right across the river, but we have all of the astronaut memorials. And this town wouldn't exist if it wasn't for, I wouldn't exist if it wasn't for what happened across the river from us.
Yeah.
Both my grandfathers moved down from the Northeast to work on the original space program, and then their kids met each other and had sex, and that's why I'm here.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a big fan of the space program.
It was out of this world.
Anyway,
as far as
what a tribute.
As far as me going on, of course, you know we're doing lives every Sunday, so meet back here next week for another live stream of episode 3 we're going to be talking about, and we're also going to touch on Disney and everything else like that. I'm also working on the experiment. The experiment is still going on, other than the week-long delay of me being laid up in the bed, being sick. But I'm feeling better now. I wish I would have felt better a little bit earlier, because it would have been great if I would have been able to come out and hang out with who's in the chat right now, Avengers Gonzo. I was going to go hang out with him for his birthday and everything, but unfortunately,
birthday, Gonzo, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
happy
so
birthday,
happy
Bubba.
belated birthday to you, Gonzo. And sorry I couldn't make it, but like he said, there's always next year. That's what he texted me back, and which was really cool. So appreciate that. And but we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. And then of course we got the Robe coming back, so we're gonna have a lot of content on the channel, and that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to that, because I love club level.
Say a prayer, huh? I'm going through the roughest part right now. So
yeah.
Bro, get well soon, Bubba.
Yes. Get well soon, everyone.
Please get well soon. I need the content. Please get well soon. I'm just kidding. I just said that because it's funny. But anyway.
And it's true.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out for so long. For those of you who did stick around for a while now, I mean, I've seen that the numbers didn't really go up or down or anything, and I appreciate you guys hanging out and listening to us rant and have fun. And looking forward to episode 3, which comes out on Wednesday at 12 a.m. So
in California.
In California, yeah. Well, 12 a.m. for us in California.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing before you go?
Sure. You could, as long as it's
whether you like or you don't like my videos, please like my videos and please subscribe to my channel. And I actually have a Patreon that will really help my wife get off my back because I quit my job to do this, and now we're about to lose our house.
Oh,
because
jeez.
all I'm doing is making YouTube videos. So please go to my Patreon to save my marriage.
All the more incentive to go over there and hit subscribe.
I'll make a donation.
I have to go now. I love you. Goodbye.
Really high stakes. Really laying it on
Oh my
thick.
God.
Everyone.
Playing hardball.
He's out. He's done. He left. That's all he had to say. Everyone, have a great night.
I like that, man.
Yes. He's always fun. And that's why I like having him around. Because he is. He's crazy, man. And I love it. And he's one of us. He really is. He grew up in Florida. And, you know, he experienced... When I first met up with him to start doing videos with him and everything, man, like, one of the things that, like, really put him out there, aside from everybody else with me, was the fact that he's done Fort Wilderness like we used to do it with our families and everything back in the day. And he had the same exact stories that we had. And
we're a different breed, man, for sure.
Yeah. You know, I'm living off the land, literally.
Everybody thinks I'm
peanut
from
butter and jelly sandwiches.
I'm a native Floridian, dude.
Yeah, like, I know.
We just come from an Italian family on mother's side, you know.
Yeah.
And Al's more educated than I am, I guess. No,
I'm a brilliant scientist. I graduated from Harvard. Had a really good time doing that. It's in The Exorcist 100. All right. But anyway, But thank you. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you on the next one. Remember, life is what you make of it. So make it a good one. And we will see you all real soon. Thanks for joining us. Yes. Take care. I'm not going to bore you with the experiment trailer again, but you get the idea. All right?
Put it up anyway.
Comes out February 22nd. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace.